This might not be something that you've heard before, but there's something called SMART goals. SMART, which stands for, is what you're trying to achieve specific. Is it measurable? Is it attainable? Is it realistic? And is it time based? And this is something that a lot of people don't really use, but it's something that's very relevant. Specifically, well, for what I see in social media, mainly because you go on social media, specifically Instagram and TikTok, and you see these fitness influencers with bodies and a lifestyle that you very much want because it looks amazing. Flash cars, flash house, perfect body. It looks like the ideal life. But the thing is, these people, what they're showing, it isn't always reality. And sure, you can try to achieve this body that you want to, but in the end, as humans, we choose the path of least resistance, which a lot of the time is, instead of going and improving ourselves, it's just lying down and doing bugger all. And that's something that a lot of us deal with. And TikTok and Instagram have kind of made this very prevalent, where they're showing very unrealistic standards. And the thing is, for people to want to achieve this, it has to be realistic. You have to see that if you do this, you could possibly achieve it. Now, not everybody is the same, everybody's different. Therefore, just because you see a video of somebody saying, if you do this ab workout, you can achieve abs in 6 months. Yes, but that's their experience. Yours might not be the same. You're not going to have the same body mass, you're not going to have the same level of fat, level of muscle, you're not going to be the same height or weight or even the right bone structure or even the right gender. So just because it works for them doesn't mean it necessarily works for you. And these unrealistic body standards, they've shown up in not just social media, but even something as current as superhero movies. You see actors that have these amazing physiques and they say, follow my diet plan, follow the way that I train, and you'll be exactly like me. You won't. No, but nobody's going to be the same if you follow the same regimen, same diet, same training. It's all going to be different. And that's the thing that a lot of people need to realize, is just because someone higher up on the social standard and social ladder and has more fame and popularity than you, just because everything that they say, it's not always correct. And this is a thing that occurs, it's called the Adonis effect. Adonis being a Greek god and was very beautiful and attractive. Just because people look attractive, you think that everything that they say relates to how smart they are due to how attractive they are. And that's not at all what it is. There's another one, the Dunning-Kruger effect, where people that are very stupid, they think they're quite intelligent because they just come up with these ideas and they think it's really smart, but they're just stupid. Now, not everything is like this, obviously, but just because people show these off in Instagram and Snapchat, social media specifically, doesn't mean that what you do to follow that is going to be the same. So you shouldn't follow people that have unrealistic standards. And just because you follow exactly the same doesn't mean you're going to end up like them. See, a lot of these people, they claim to be natural, as in no external factors such as steroids or growth hormone or anything like that. But that's the thing. Just because they say it's not true doesn't mean it is. I mean, you could look at somebody who's, I don't know, mid-50s, 60s, and they are incredibly good looking and have an amazing physique. But they shouldn't for their age. No matter how good your genetics are, you cannot look like that no matter how old you are and how good you're training at that age. So, and it's not just them. They're like, it's this body dysmorphia where even kids, young kids that have yet to even go through puberty, are taking TRTs and SARMs and growth hormones that are just messing with their body, and they're so young. They're messing with their life before it's even begun. And the human brain, it doesn't fully develop until 25. So they're making very risky and life-changing decisions when they're not even fully matured yet. And that's just a thing that's occurring every single day with the rise of social media. So just because you see it doesn't mean that you have to follow it. Everybody's going to be different, and so are you. So if you are trying to get into fitness or even just go out running and try to stay active and healthy, just go at your own pace and at most ask somebody with fitness experience like a personal trainer. So these are things that if you want to go and do it and help yourself in your fitness journey, if that's what you're wanting to do, then do it. But don't take everything that you see off Instagram and TikTok at face value. It's just like an iceberg. There's always so much more underneath. So unless you really want to dive deep into it, then just stick with something that is attainable and realistic for you, not something that even if you did go fully natural, you're chasing after something that in actuality you could never get. So just make yourself not chase after that. Be happier by just doing it to make yourself happy. If you don't want to do it, just don't do it. But do it because you want to, not because other people say it, and not because it's something that you've seen that you want to try because other people try to push you into it, or it's something that you see on social media. Just do it because you want to. And yeah, just follow your own path because that's what it is. Don't let others dictate what you want to do. But yeah, so that's about it. See you in the next one.